Fancy meeting you here. This is The Walking Dead, episode 4 of season 3. This is not a blind playthrough. We've already seen everything from this season. We haven't seen season 4 just yet. At the end of the episode, we talk about the choices that we make, the different consequences thereof. We talk about the characters that die, and Delta lets me know if there's decisions that say one thing but actually do something else in advance. Is there anything I missed?
We're releasing each of these episodically, and they will all be on the archive page, which, if you've been watching live, is why we end the stream and immediately start back up, is it's just easier for me to do that than have to do a bunch of video editing when I can just hit 2 buttons and skip all that part.
It makes life easier.
Yep.
Alright, start episode 4. We were just commenting on how that main shot of Clem right there looks really cool.
Previously on The Walking Dead.
Stuff happens.
No!
Like
For
that.
those of us that haven't been here for what, 4
You
hours?
monsters!
4 hours straight playing this game?
Give or take, yeah.
Something like that? 4.5?
Which is funny, because like the episodes feel relatively short, actually. But
They
maybe
feel
that's because
really
of
short.
season 2.
Yeah. Well, with season 2, there's a lot of
Fucking
stretches of
Garcias.
just mostly uneventful stuff, but I feel like stuff just happens all
You took my goddamn
the
guts out.
time here,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
definitely
do
a good
think
thing.
this season
Let's
is
let it
better
turn.
than season 2.
It's
For
only
sure,
right.
for sure.
Joan was in on
Which is
it.
ironic, because I do think this is in the lower
We did it
half
on her
if you're
orders.
individualizing
I'm-
season 1,
I'm sorry.
DLC for season 1,
It's
season
too
2,
late for
Michonne,
sorry,
season
you
3, and
backstabbing
season 4. I
shitbag.
think it is barely
I'll
at the
help you.
bottom.
I'll tell everyone in Richmond about this.
For me, it's season 1 is the best.
don't need you for that.
And then 4, and then the Michonne miniseries, and then 3.
Come on, we have to hurry.
Wait a second.
And the
David
more I was
told us
thinking
to
about
come
4 yesterday,
He's
the more I was
talking to
like,
the others
it
now.
might be
Trust
better
me,
than
shit's about
season
to flow.
1 in some aspects, honestly. It's that good.
Gasp. That's...
I knew I could count on you, brother.
Season 4 made me cry. Season 1
They
didn't
were
do
our
that.
family,
Even with the
Dave.
ending, I did not cry at the end of season 1, but season 4 made me cry.
Could you?
Oh my god.
Not from the ending either. It was like from a completely different scene, and I was not prepared for that
Piece of
emotionally.
shit! I'll give you
I'll have a
them!
great time then.
Oh, we did forget one person that gets killed right there. Lonnie. He's another grunt. It's fine. No one
Douchebag.
liked him anyway.
Yeah.
So 3 douchebags instead of 2.
I said 3. I said 3 douchebags.
Oh, I thought we just said 2.
No,
I
I said
thought it
3.
was just Max and Badger.
No.
Well, they all sucked.
I mean, yes.
I'm
they
not
were
gonna
good.
pick one
They
above
were
the
good.
other because I equally hate them all.
Max, potentially, hypothetically, that's
Sorry, I just remembered this scene watching somebody else play it. Because this is the option, like, where you're in the batting cage and they have the option to miss it or hit it, and every time they decided to hit, they're like, Javier Garcia! And they just kept doing it over and over, and it was really funny. Which, I don't know why David thought he was going to beat his brother who literally plays baseball for a living.
right.
Damn it. Strike one.
I'm out of practice, that's all.
Yeah, same here. I haven't held a bat since the league booted me.
Well, you got all afternoon to get back in your groove.
Oh yeah. Just holding this thing makes me feel better.
What a nice sound.
I know. Like, this, even, whether it's a wood or a metal bat,
doing okay?
it makes such a satisfying sound. It's up there for me with,
I've
like,
been
soda can
wrestling with
opening
something.
and,
Hey man,
like,
you're
bowling
Javier
strike.
Garcia, right? The ball player? Can I get your autograph?
If you promise to wash
If you
and
could
cut your
sign my
hair.
baseball, that would be so awesome.
Sure thing, kid.
Oh man, thank you.
I guarantee I've heard that voice actor before somewhere else, and I can't tell you where.
Also, why
Who
is
do
he
I make
not
this
getting
out to?
whacked with a
Oh,
baseball
no,
right now?
no names.
It's fine.
Band players' signatures are worth way more on resale than personalized crap.
Oh, well,
Just
okay.
your name is fine. Don't date it or anything.
Just drop penis on it.
I wonder what it... Because there is an option to make
you
it
like it.
worthless.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I might
It's
get 10
like
bucks
that you
for this.
make it out to
10
him.
bucks.
Gotta keep
My
those fans
feelings
happy,
hurt.
big star.
You make it out to the kid. That's the
Let's get back to
forged
baseball.
version, or like the version the kid didn't want.
You made that kid's day. Excuse me. Okay.
Javier Garcia!
It's out of here. Holy cow.
You just had to rub it in, didn't you? Does talking like that make you feel better?
Than this?
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah, you should try it. When you,
Son of a bitch!
Strike two.
Man, knock that shit off. I'm serious. You just talk. It's annoying.
Also, I guess David's
You gotta
left-handed.
learn to relax, David.
Right?
What do you suggest? Put some money on it?
You know I don't do that anymore.
I still can't believe you actually wanted to come here. If I were in your situation, I'd avoid batting cages forever.
Well, thanks for bringing me anyway. I needed the distraction.
Yeah, guys.
Javier Garcia.
Oh, Garcia's on fire!
I think your ego's boosted plenty. Next time,
I
we
mean,
go
just
to the
because you got
shooting
banned
range.
from betting on yourself doesn't
I
mean
don't
you're
really
a bad
shoot,
ball player in
but
terms
I
of
do.
like being able to
And I'm
hit the
good at
ball.
Right?
You gotta shut up.
It doesn't shoot the ball that fast. You're
Dang.
fine.
Don't blame that on me.
Though I think
Pay
most
attention.
machines nowadays you can
Oh,
actually
batting
set the
cage is
speed of
serious
the pitch.
business.
You're about the last person who should be telling people about serious business, Hobby. I remember I showed you how to play this game.
Well, let this superstar return the favor. Watch this.
Javier Garcia!
Oh my God, the crowd is going wild.
I got it.
Oh, what an asshole.
You don't have to rub it in my face. I'm
And
done.
he knows it.
David,
In light of all the
So
shitty
we're
stuff that we
leaving
see
already?
on the news, there was
You
a
said
really
you were
lighthearted
happy, so I'm
baseball
done
moment
here.
that happened, like, I think
come on.
last
Thought
week
we'd
it
hang out all
was.
day.
I'm not
There
gonna
was
spend all day
a
as your
guy who
cheerleader.
caught, I don't know if it was a
Hold up.
home run or a
I've had
foul
enough.
ball, but the point is it went into the stands,
Uh-huh.
and he tossed
What's
it to a
going
kid
on?
that was a couple rows behind him,
Aw.
and then later on
don't
in that
understand.
same game, the
You don't
kid caught a
understand
foul
because
ball,
you
a
only
different
think about
foul ball,
yourself.
and he threw that one back to the guy
I'm
that
sick
initially
of
threw him the first
Aw.
ball.
It's been that way for years. You've always been looking out for yourself.
oh, take a breath. I'll hear you out, but this doesn't have to be an argument. I'm worried about you, man.
I can't be the star's older brother anymore. I gotta go where I can be my own man.
I gotta go my own
job.
way.
Why did I
sucks.
know you were going to do that?
Kate and I
Goddamn.
fight like cats and dogs.
Sorry.
I belong back in the army. I had a purpose
What
there.
about us? What
I had
about
respect.
everything we've been through?
Ah, you know what? Yeah, do what you need to do. The army could be good for you.
I was expecting more of an argument. Things between me and Kate
I mean, it gets you away from
been
me.
going downhill for a while. But if I left, it seemed like that would be best for everyone.
Seems like
I
you should
can't
go
keep
to
pretending
therapy.
this is the life I
Yeah.
want. Not anymore.
No, the kids are too young for you to leave them.
Wait, wasn't
You
I
gotta
just
be
saying
around
that
to,
should go
you
join
know,
the
coach
I'm
them on
sorry.
stuff.
I'm
What the
giving
hell do
mixed
you know
signals
about
here.
raising children, Hobby?
More than you do.
I'm not gonna lie. If I go, it's gonna be hard on everyone. Kate may need help from time to time. You can help, right? You won't leave her hanging?
I will leave her hanging. I won't leave your kids
I need to
hanging.
know that. In my mind.
I love this awkward
It's fine.
moment. Also, there's not a time limit or anything.
Sometimes they do that where there's not a time limit. Remember I told you one decision in Season 4 didn't have a time limit, and I was very glad that it did not have a time limit on it,
Right?
because it ultimately determined, like, what a certain character lives or dies, and I was like, thank God I made the right decision on that. Yeah.
This is such an awkward silence.
I'll be there for them, since you won't. If you want to
won't.
go, you should go.
Thank you. I really mean it.
I feel like he could be a
We good?
character in The Sun Also
Yeah.
Rises. David could.
We good. Come on. Let's get out of here.
He
Buy
very
your
much
beer.
feels like a guy that would have excelled in, like, World War One and then gotten back after World War One and just, like, not known what to do with himself.
Right.
Kind of like he is here.
I mean, yeah.
But even worse, so then...
I let you go. On the road, remember? Can't you help us
Of
now?
course I remember, it's why I haven't shot you already. Thanks, how I'm helping you.
Joan's making a huge mistake.
No, you made a mistake when you murdered Lonnie.
Yeah, you should have shot Joan. What the shit?
Let me just take a breath, all right?
I was just trying to tell them.
And that's your mistake right there. You can't fight everybody. Understand that Joan's not looking for revenge. She just wants order. Cooperation is the name of the game. There's still a way through this.
You do anything she tells you to do, huh? Go
Yeah, how
along
does
with
the saying
whatever
go?
she
What
says
your-
just to
what's
keep
yours
you
is mine,
place.
It's
what's
not
mine
like
is also
that.
mine.
Joan's got a tough job. She needs all our help to keep this place safe. You boys want to make it out of here. Just relax and trust in the process.
I do not.
Yep, they said that about the education department, and that worked out great for me.
Yep.
Just trust the process until you tell them that your mother that's slowly dying is less valuable than your degree.
What are we gonna do?
Yep.
I killed Lonnie. Christ.
Why did you shoot
How could
Joan?
you turn on me like that?
I think he was just more
Hey.
mad at Lonnie than Joan in that specific.
I thought I had it handled. All of this is my goddamn fault.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
I should've
I
seen
mean, like a good chunk of it is.
But I
Maybe not
dropped the
all
ball.
of it, but a
Big time.
good chunk of it.
Joan lied. You couldn't have anticipated that. It was a sneak attack.
You
I'm
really
glad you
could have
see that.
anticipated that.
You may
to
be
be
the only
honest.
one.
Yeah.
But
Keep doing this.
fine.
The same stupid mistakes.
You gotta stand and face your problems. There's no army to run away to like you did years ago.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen to me carefully. I don't care what's gonna happen to me. I'm most worried about Kate and Gabe.
You should probably be a little bit concerned.
They
about
gotta
yourself,
survive.
But like,
No matter what.
You can count on them, okay? Kate's level head got us out of more than a few jams.
Yeah. Okay. No matter what we do, Joan's already poisoned this well. We've got to figure a way out of Richmond.
All of us.
All of us. This time tomorrow, we'll be together and safe.
We can beat this. Together.
I kind of want to leave it. Fine.
If
So
there's
glad
anyone
to
you
see
should leave
you
hanging,
boys
it would
getting
be
along.
Doug. But I will.
Armed escort. You're that scared to face me?
Oh, David, I'm not scared of you. I came here to talk, not fight.
Which is why
You're
you
not
have
going to be a
guns?
problem,
Yep.
are you?
will
I just want a
definitely be problem.
calm discussion between us.
I won't be a problem if you let us go. In fact, I may even be friendly.
I'm sorry. I can't do that. But I like what you're trying to do. People had concerns about me coming here after the way you murdered Lonnie, David. But I know what the real danger here is. And you need to hear about it.
I think everyone in this town is dangerous.
They are when they're scared and hungry. Those raids were unfortunate, but necessary. The real danger was another long winter.
I should have been told about this.
David, you remember how many friends we lost last year. I couldn't bear to see it happen again. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna call for a gathering in the square. The people deserve to hear a full explanation of your arrest.
And then?
Then you'll be replaced as head of security. No one's above the law, David. Not even you.
I know the laws, Joan. You're the one breaking them.
This place could have been something. Something good. And you ruined it.
This place needs me to keep it safe.
You set me up. Everyone's gonna see through your lies.
I did what I had to do to keep the people of Richmond safe. They're going to see that. And they'll also see that the biggest threat to them right now is you.
Then
We'll
you
debate
should
all of this
boot us
in the
out.
morning.
Man, we've
Right
been
now,
such bad
David,
people.
I need
You
to
should
ask you some
remove us
questions
from the
in
entire
private.
town.
Bring him with us.
Well, bye.
Screw this. Gotta get out of here.
Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here.
Nothing useful here. Could squeeze through there.
Yeah. You got a skinny butt.
I'm not gonna get up there from this bench. No time to rest. That doesn't look very sturdy.
Oh. Also, it's a completely different color than it was 3 seconds ago.
Yep. That happens when you interact with objects in the real world. They turn into a brighter color.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's about the kind of day I'm having.
Stupid glass.
Whack. I think that's an autofill.
It is. Yeah, you're waiting for somebody to come and help you.
Nah.
I'm looking
it's
everywhere
Gabe.
for you.
Gabe?
Yep.
Yep.
Where'd they take Dad?
Yeah. It's
I don't know
Kate
yet.
if you
Help me
initially
get out of here.
chose to not help.
These bars are loose. Help me pry them off.
Him and
What kind of help?
I can't do it. Can you help?
Nice work, Gabe. Now, give me a hand.
Never mind all the broken glass over there.
yeah, it's fine.
It's like, don't worry about it. Broken glass? What broken glass? There's no broken glass in Bossing City. I could have been making that reference this whole time. I'm so disappointed.
Well, better late than never.
What's all that noise?
It's a herd. They're outside the walls. This way. Come on.
I feel like there's herds, like, every day in this season.
Yeah.
Is it the same herd, or...
Kate didn't want to stay at Dad's
Well,
house.
obviously not the same one as like
Where
the
are you taking
flashbacks or the very beginning of
Eleanor
episode
found a
1,
place.
but
She sent me to find you. While they hide out.
Thank God for Eleanor. She's a lifesaver.
She saved Kate, and I'll never forget it. I was pretty scared.
Yeah, that'll go well.
Me too, buddy. Me too. We should probably keep moving. I can't believe you found me.
I looked everywhere.
Nice work. Thank you. They've still got your dad, though.
He's gonna be okay, right? I mean, these are his people.
He's negotiating with them now.
That's
We'll work
a
it
nice
out.
way to put it.
Let's just see what happens, okay? All clear. Come on.
I feel like there should be an option with Gabe that if you say, like, stuff like,
Kate
it's
keeps pushing us to
hopeless,
leave.
or we're fucked enough
You have to
times
make her
that he
stay.
becomes clinically
We have to stay
depressed.
until we can't leave Dad here. Not after we found him again.
I'll talk to her. I'll try to convince her.
Good. It's important.
Hold up.
They're not super observant.
nah, not really.
Dramatically staring.
Everything's gone wrong here, hasn't it? We should be safe in this town. You shouldn't be a prisoner.
It's bad. This place is going to hell. We're gonna need to find somewhere to lay low and hope for the best.
With Dad. Don't forget about Dad.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's Eleanor's place. We made it.
Great. Let's get in there.
We made it. Starts to cross the road and immediately gets shot.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay.
New.
Did you hear something?
Oh, that was close.
No.
Yeah.
It was probably just the wind.
This wasn't so busy before.
As an
What
arrow
are they up
sticking out of their armor.
I was just
Just the
thinking.
wind.
I was thinking of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged part where like Tristan tries to sneak up on the guard wearing like a full
Let's get
suit of
inside.
like knight armor, and the guy's like, "It's probably just a wind." Yep, that's definitely the sound the wind makes.
100%. Slams door on the way in. I am the epitome of stealth.
It's fine. Once you can't see them, they can't see you.
I know what they were trying to go for with the whole frontier brand thing, but I don't get the vision behind it. It's just not.
Maybe the artist in their town was just having an off day.
Maybe.
Oh, I love watching people prepare a spot for a hanging. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Just like the good old days.
It's not.
Where that was like the biggest form of entertainment was to go watch people get hung. Or executed in various ways. I guess it doesn't have to be hung specifically, but, guillotine, hung, take your pick, really.
The last guillotine. The last execution.
The last use of the guillotine.
Yes. The last execution by guillotine in France was the same year that the Star Wars movie came out,
Yeah.
and Christopher Lee attended as the audience.
Nice. I'm hoping we'll bring it back personally, but you know.
Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Although when you're a zombie, you kind of eat everyone.
Yeah, includes the rich. It's
Yeah.
fine.
As long as
Even
the
though
rich-
money doesn't really have much value in the apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, before the apocalypse properly starts, I love the face on this statue here.
Yeah, it's like a knockoff version of like the really, which is one of the few times I'll give points to season 2. The really nice one they had of the one soldier carrying the other. That was actually like a really good statue. And then there's this one.
They're like, well, we tried.
Yeah. Phoned in. Oh well. Too busy building the execution area.
Mm-hmm. We had to make all of these randos that we kill off in the background. So that's where all of the...
We like to list them in the credits as Screaming Man number 1, Screaming Man number 2, Screaming Man number 4. I'm doing them out of order to make them slightly more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. That's what we needed.
Leave that door open, it's fine. Oh god, I forgot about this. I would be noping right out of there.
Don't open the door.
Wait. I just don't know. Show me that I'm good at helping people.
Hi, Kate.
He does not even remotely attempt to hug her back. Hey, we're all
I just can't do this
here
now.
a part of this very awkward conversation.
Oh. Hey.
Hey.
Trip. Look who's here.
Hey, guys.
Hello, friends.
Hey.
Where have you been?
Hope I didn't come in at a bad time.
Joan threw me and David in jail.
That definitely has like very similar
Great.
energy to
So you
that
gave
scene
these
in
people
Daddy
more reason
Daycare
to
where
hate
the
us.
girls are like painting. I
What
don't
is
remember
going
what the
on
actor's
here in
name is, but
Richmond?
like his face,
You
and then
know
the
more about
security
this place than
guy
the rest
shows
of
up
us.
to like do another
Joan
inspection,
lied.
and he doesn't know he has the makeup
She's trying to
on.
remove
and
David
he's
from
like,
power.
"Did I come in at a bad time?" And he's like,
Told
"No,
you
it's a
we
great
couldn't trust
time."
him.
It's a great time.
And just
sorry
like
about
doesn't
what's
even
going on with
realize.
David, but we should have gotten out of here when we had the chance. We still need to get out of here, Javi. Let's go.
We need a plan. We almost got caught last time when we just made a run for it.
Have you guys even looked out the window? Go look for yourself.
Have you guys looked out the window? No, we literally just got here.
Also, one of them is a known fugitive.
Holy shit.
Javi, even if you did get your brother free, you're not going to be able to go anywhere.
Look at that. We should have left when we had a chance.
Really shouldn't have.
Now we're stuck here.
Well, I mean, if you try to, it doesn't work. So.
I didn't
And I
make
think
that
Kate will
happen.
even say, like, man, if we
It's
had
not
tried
my
to
fault.
leave, even
We had the
when
opportunity.
we did, we would have just gotten
We
caught
should
up
have
in
gone.
that.
Are you crazy?
I'd rather take my chances out there than in here.
Then you're an idiot. Look at you. We've lasted 8
Get 'em.
seconds past those walls.
Man, they really
Seems like
underutilized
we're in
Ava.
danger within this
They
place
should have
and
put her in
without.
every scene. She's kind of
I,
awesome.
for one, would feel a whole lot safer with a few more guns to protect ourselves.
That the smartest move to make right now?
I mean, it's not the worst.
That's crazy.
We'll need to make sure we can defend ourselves, no matter what we do next, okay?
Defend. That's all you're doing.
Though.
I don't want to risk us losing anybody else. But you don't seem to mind that.
They will be coming for us.
Look, the
I know where there's
disrespect
guns.
that you're putting on
My
the
dad showed
game.
me. There are lots.
The armory. Good idea. A small group should go.
Okay.
So we
Sounds
leave
like a
one
plan.
person here and take the rest of the
We'll get
group,
back
right?
here as soon as we
That's what we
can.
did last time. We said we should
Good luck.
do a small group.
Yep.
Come here.
Kate,
Just be careful.
Also, how can you assume that they're married with all of
Look,
this?
Javi,
not even
I don't know if
sexual
you
tension,
heard us, but I think I
uncomfortable
fucked it up with
tension.
Eleanor.
Speaking of
We can talk
uncomfortable
on the way.
tension,
About
Right?
that, I don't think I can leave this apartment with things like this between me and her. It's just not right.
Fine, fine.
I know you must have at least heard something.
it happens, especially these days.
Especially these
Don't
days.
worry about it.
Thanks.
Good God,
Just shouldn't have pushed it with her like I did.
really shouldn't have.
Wasn't fair. Too much going on already, right?
Javi,
Right.
come on.
Just
I'm glad you
give us a
realized
minute
it, but it's
now.
a shame you didn't realize that before you did
I'm sorry,
this. But
buddy.
you know,
I don't know what to do.
No, I feel you.
Just follow your heart. That's all any of us have left anymore, right?
Some of
Thanks,
us
man.
don't even have that.
I'll talk it over with Eleanor and watch over things here. You've got my word. I won't let anything happen to anyone.
Thank you.
Looks directly
Javi,
into the
come on.
camera.
Good luck.
based on where we see them next time, that doesn't happen. Actually, I do think you make it back before the scene I'm thinking of happens.
I think, yeah.
Or no, maybe that's at the start of episode 5.
That's
Now I don't
okay.
remember anymore. Oh well.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of a different episode, but I remember episode 4 and this one I think
Stay
being
frosty,
like
gents.
surprisingly short.
What's that mean?
Like, stay cool, buddy.
Why didn't we send just Ava? Like, it wouldn't be weird for her to just go into the armory, would it?
It wouldn't have, no.
Looks
Especially
like
if she'd
Bob's
gone in
under.
and said it was under
I'll distract him away from the door and meet him
orders or
inside.
whatever.
Yeah.
Be careful in there. There might be more of them.
Remember what I said about staying cool?
I've done this before, Javi.
No, you haven't, Gabe. Not really. Some decisions, you make them in a split second, and then have to carry them
Gabe
the
will
rest of your
remember
life. You understand?
Gabe does not understand.
that.
Yeah, I think I do.
He does not.
How can we trust Ava that she won't turn us in? Can we really trust her?
I trust her enough for right now, and that's what's important.
If she wanted to turn us in, we'd already be turned in.
Yeah, exactly.
I
She'd be like,
know
hey,
you
those two
trust someone.
assholes are over there trying to
I feel like
crouch
I've
behind
never
this
really
wall and
known
go get
anyone
them.
other than you and Kate, Mariana, and what I remembered of my dad.
Trustworthy people don't lie about small stuff. After you catch the first whiff of their bullshit, that's when you cut somebody loose. Better safe than sorry.
Makes sense.
Except for Clementine. Clementine's the exception.
I think we're up. She sure is a big help.
And for anybody wondering, if you don't have Ava with you, Gabe will distract the guard. He'll be like, hey, I saw something over there. I'll go show you. And then he just, like, lures the guard away.
Sneak, sneak, sneak. Like he's literally wearing a filthy, blood-stained baseball jersey. How is he inconspicuous? You know what I
The
mean?
guards are just really bad at their job.
They really are.
They get, like, lured away by any small thing.
All the
Maybe
guards
person,
trained by
noise.
David need to be fired.
Yeah. No wonder David wasn't held in that high regard.
Right?
And now, I believe this is going to be
down here.
close to one of my favorite scenes coming up
The
here.
guns are through that door.
And I didn't realize how funny it was until I watched somebody else
Locked.
play this game.
No time to look for a key either. Have to do this the hard way.
This isn't gonna make any noise at all. This is fine.
Everybody in like a 5-block radius should have heard that based on how loud they made it sound.
Right? Also, technically that shouldn't unlock the door.
No.
That should technically make it impossible to open. But,
Yeah.
You know.
It's like you have to get the bolt out as the thing.
Mm-hmm. My bat.
That's what I actually came here for. We can leave now.
Mm-hmm. We don't need any of those.
Nah.
Alright.
Put these
Good
in
old
your bag.
AK-74s.
We've never done this before. Just you and me. We make a pretty good team, right?
We should do this more often.
Uncle
This is
nephew,
fun.
1-2 punch.
Yeah, we do.
This is before everything goes to shit.
Sorry to scare you. When we get back to Eleanor's, we need to talk to those
Angry
people
eyebrows.
about doing the right thing by this place. I'll meet you at the entrance.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
I think this is the point where, like, if you had Gabe distract the guard and she wasn't with you, she shows up and then it's like, oh, we can actually trust her.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, this is it right here. Yeah.
Come here.
So whenever I watched this scene, the person playing this last time pointed out that this guy has absolutely like, no expression on his face other than the default one that he has. He like never changes
Get away from
his
me!
expression at all, and it's really funny.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Leave it out.
No, too
You're
late.
bleeding.
Look, if
Are you
you're
okay?
gonna take it out, take
Oh my
it
God.
with you. What the fuck, Dave?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure? I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I just said a little
We
bit.
have to get back to the others.
You guys alone for 2 minutes, can I?
Scared me.
He's still alive?
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Just passed out.
Whoever that was, thank you for the
Started
follow.
siding with you
And
when
thank
I
you for
worked for the
scaring
best I
Icarus. It
beat.
was really funny.
Toss Sleeping Beauty in the closet so nobody sees him.
Normally we would read who follows, but I am not at my laptop since we're playing this on the
Let me
laptop.
see that wound.
So I cannot check it.
It's really bleeding. You're gonna need that taken care of.
It's really bleeding, as opposed to fake
No,
bleeding.
it's okay.
As
Lingard
opposed to an
and David
open
are
wound
close
that's not
friends.
bleeding at all.
You can count on him to help you.
Which I believe
that
means
means
that
you're
there is
dead.
not much blood left in
You'll
your
be
body
quiet
and you
this
were
time,
dead.
too.
Yeah. One way or another, everything stops
Okay.
bleeding.
Let's be quick.
It's like that stupid meme of like, the doctor said all the bleeding was internal. That's where the blood is supposed to be.
Yeah. Also, why are you leaving the knife on the floor?
That's
That just
fine.
it gets me every time.
They really just don't bother.
Like, there's so many weapons.
Like, how many? We've counted like at least 5 that
Can
they
you really
just
hit
left.
targets over a
Like
mile away?
that knife,
Not these.
Badger
Some miles.
shotgun they left.
Javi, it's
There was
probably
another
best
point
if
where they
Lingard
left.
doesn't
Hell,
see
in
these
this
guns.
episode, there's been 3.
He and David
Yeah.
might be tight, but he's still part of Richmond's leadership council.
I'll keep watch with Ava.
Okay.
They're just like really picky about their weapons. They're like, oh, that knife was stabbed into me. I don't want it anymore.
Right? I mean, to be fair, if a knife had been inside of me, I don't think I would have wanted any more of it either.
But I mean, if it was the decision to defend yourself with that or nothing...
Shit,
Yeah.
Javi, what happened to you?
Ran into a little
That's
trouble.
fine.
Wow, that looks like it must have hurt.
I just need to get it cleaned up.
I felt it scraped the
You
bone inside
surprised
of me,
me.
but other than that, it's fine.
Thought you were someone else.
Oh, I
Looking
forgot
for
about
something?
this whole conversation.
Sort of. I know this looks bad, but it's not like...
It's not like what?
I'm just here to talk to Lingard about where AJ is now. Anyway, I can't leave Richmond with that herd out there.
Something tells me Lingard
I love how
doesn't
he's got
care
the
what you're
tourniquet
doing.
on
He's been
over
out of
his
it since I
sleeve.
got here.
I mean, to be fair, they had that part
He's
earlier
alive.
where AJ got
Poor
the
dumb
needle
bastard.
injected to him.
That's
into
gonna
him
need
through
more
his
than
shirt.
just cleaning, Javi.
He didn't have a ton of time.
I can stitch that for you.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
shirt only
promise
went
it'll
down
look
to
great
like
once it
here.
heals.
They could have just
All
done
right.
it there rather than higher up
for
on
it.
him. If they were
If I
really
lose
going to
my
be
arm,
like
that's
that
on you.
meticulous about
Haha, you'll be fine. I've dealt with worse.
She really has.
Huh.
Bless her
Let
heart.
me see if
Yeah.
I can find a needle and thread
it.
for
Season
that.
2, Episode 1, the dog bite.
Clem,
There's
You
some
okay?
spots, like there's some
I'm
shots in all the
fine.
other seasons during that one and after that you can still see the
I
mark on her arm
started
from the dog bite
bleeding.
too.
I know, it's a thing. I've traveled with women before, and they all had it.
I would like
What
to
is it?
perish.
I mean, like, why is it...
Nope.
Just don't understand.
it's totally normal. I mean, it's something female women have. It's, what's next? It's not fun, I know that, but Kate manages. You'll be fine, too.
Manages.
Should have just been like,
How?
just ask Kate
I'm
when we get out
bleeding.
of here.
It's supposed to happen.
Throw all the blame on
You'll
her.
be fine,
It's
Clem.
fine.
I promise.
There's like 3 women that she could
Okay.
ask.
Yeah. Kate, Eleanor,
I can take you back to Kate. She can help you with,
Ava.
Javi, worry about yourself right now.
Bro, you got stabbed.
We need to find a needle and thread to stitch you up first.
right.
Since Lingard's having a party over there.
Penicillin. Not what I'm looking for.
Why are you putting it back? Ugh.
Because it's not what you're looking for.
Codeine. Not much left. It looks like painkillers are in high demand.
I wouldn't steal any medicine if I were you. It really doesn't go over well.
Dude, shit's already hit the fan.
Well, these could come in handy.
Like, what?
I don't even remember what that does, actually.
Codeine is painkiller.
No, I mean, like, what it does
Oh,
in the
I think-
game. Because, like, in Season 2, you have the ability to give it
Jackpot.
to Rebecca, but it doesn't
Needle
do
and thread.
anything to help her.
All sterilized and ready to go.
So let me put it in my pocket.
All sterilized and ready to go. I'm 100% confident of that. I'm 100% sure. There is absolutely no way, shape, or form that this was stuck into a bag and just left there.
Just pills.
Just pills.
Yep.
Because we don't need no stinking antibiotics for the stab wound.
Nah. Definitely won't need a tetanus shot.
Here we go.
Okay, so now I go slap the doctor, right?
Or you can give the pads to
Oh.
Clem. I'm sure that won't
Hey,
be awkward at all.
This is just what you're looking for.
I think they have directions.
help
on
you
the
handle
box.
it.
It should be fine.
Probably.
Kate'll
I
take care
wouldn't
of it.
know. Oddly enough, I don't go looking through women's pads.
Ironically, you know, as
I remember
a
how to do
user
this.
of them, I don't know either. I've never looked at the packaging.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Okay.
I've never
Hold still.
proper looked at it. Dude, you're
Try not to
shredded.
breathe.
What the hell? I forgot. Like, goddamn.
Probably because he's also malnourished, like
Look,
everybody is.
I know I'm
That
probably
too.
not the best person to talk to
Dehydrated.
about that stuff.
You'd be amazed at the end of people's
You look
survival
that
runs
bad.
if they make it pretty far into the
Thanks for,
39 days, how
you know,
amazing they
being here.
looked. And in some cases,
Basically, all this
mildly
means is
horrifying.
you could
There was
become
one
mom,
dude, you could literally
if you want.
see like his entire rib
Funny.
cage. Like it was
I already
horrifying.
felt like a mom. Even
He
Ava
had
would
less
have
meat
to
on him
admit
than some of
I
the
was
walkers
a good
in this
mom
game.
to AJ.
Flashback time. Also, he's not wincing at all at the needle.
Nope.
Like, what an icon. My god.
He's just really invested in Clementine's story. I think this is another Ava scene, pretty sure.
I think so, yeah. She just said something about how even Ava would have to agree that she's a good mom.
I feel like you see Ava more in flashbacks almost than you do in the normal story. Because she's in all of them, isn't she? If not most of them. The only one she's not in is like the one that depends on your ending from the previous season. Because one of the flashbacks is her running into you. She's in the flashback where you lose AJ, and then she's in the flashback here.
Whoa there, Clem. It's just me.
Has anyone ever told you you're really good at sneaking up on people?
Right?
Because that's twice in the same episode you managed to do it.
What the hell do you want? I'm really glad I found you. Clementine, I know this is hard.
Yeah, well,
I'm so sorry
you're so
about what
much
happened with
assholes.
AJ.
So have fun with
Really?
that.
I am.
Tell me he's okay. Please.
Please.
He's as good as he can be. Which isn't great.
Helpful.
Look, it's not much, but... Here.
Glare. I cry every time.
David wanted you to have that. AJ drew it just after you...
I failed him.
At least he's
It's
not drawing
my
people in
fault.
boxes.
I was supposed to protect him no matter what. I let it get to my head.
It's not your fault. Every mother should have those instincts. But there are some things that are beyond anyone's control. At least you have something to remember him by. Listen, it's dangerous out here, and right now, you're hurting. Whatever you do, you can't let what happened get to you. You need to keep a level head. Plan for after that. You're strong, but that won't get you far if you don't know what you're doing.
I can make it on my own, just like I always have. I don't need anybody else.
I don't blame you. Just don't overestimate what you're actually capable of. For me, staying alive has always been about finding people I could trust as much as they trusted me.
Yeah, well, you
That's
can't
what the
really
New
trust the
Frontier
people
has
that you're at.
Yeah.
A silver lining. Made me feel worth a damn.
I feel like she's
Kept
hinting
me
this
going
that
in the
she kind
worst
of
of
already
times.
doesn't trust them, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like she never really
You'll
did.
find yours. I know you will. Someone, or something.
You may have needed one, but I don't.
Everybody needs one sooner or later. They're the only good things we have these days. From the first time we met, right here, surrounded by absolute hell, you and AJ were a light in the darkness. Hope for a better world. That's who you are.
Then y'all kidnapped AJ and
Promise
kicked
me
my
you'll
ass
never
out.
lose
Like,
that
what?
light.
Yep.
Please. It's what makes you
You were a light in the
special.
darkness. We decided we didn't want that.
Okay. I promise.
You're a tough kid. Don't change.
We opened the door
I
to
should
the
get
light,
back
and then we said,
before
no
anyone
thanks, already
notices
got
me
an
gone.
encyclopedia, and slammed the door.
I know you said you'd get by on your own, but if you find yourself needing supplies, or just someone to talk to, there's an old airfield, about 10 or so miles south of here. Prescott. There are good people there. I'm sure they'll help you out. I'll miss having you around, Clem.
Ava's jacket
You're going
is
to be
sick,
okay.
Yeah.
honestly.
Thanks, Ava.
Good luck out there, Clem.
I've been trying not to look up pictures of like cosplayers from the series just because, you know, spoilers.
That already happened
Keeps me
once.
going.
Yeah,
There's things I have to stay alive to do.
but I'm very excited for once we do finish this. I can look at all the
So?
cool cosplayers.
What do you
Let's
think?
say, I know for a fact there's no Ava cosplays in season
I'm
4
getting
because she
better.
dies in this season.
Nice work.
Which we already knew.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Just
We already
glad I
knew
could
that,
help.
yeah, but again, like, before we played Danganronpa season 2,
You coming?
I tried so hard to
I
avoid spoilers.
still have to ask
And I
Lingard
looked up
about
something
AJ.
for that scarf that I made, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Much as I like the Danganronpa fan base and the works they're capable of, they're really bad about spoiling stuff for people who've not finished the series.
Thought you were
Like,
rotting
extremely
yourself,
bad.
There any chance he got out too? I hate to think about what
So now you
Joan
have
might
to make
do.
the decision on what you want to do
Joan
with
took him before I
Flingard.
got out.
I think
I
you
haven't
killed
seen
him
him
last time?
That
I think I
poor
did,
bastard.
yeah.
Pretty sure you did.
He's not getting out. Guess there's only one.
Man, he's gonna
Sure
be the color
way
of
to
Foghorn
get away
Leghorn
from
by the time he
Joan
gets out of here.
these
He already looks white as a sheet.
Why do you
Yeah,
care if
he's
David
not
got
in
out?
shape,
He
man.
deserves what's coming to him.
If you think that, you don't
Which
know
I didn't mean to
David.
make the joke, but the
I know
irony
he's the
of
reason
him
I
being
lost
a chicken
AJ.
during that
When
meeting
AJ
is
recovered, David was the one who stepped up. Took personal responsibility for that kid.
You say that like it's a good thing. I really doubt he was a positive influence.
David's the reason the kid's better off now than he's ever been. You can be as mad as you want about how things panned out.
Clem is AJ's family. No kid is better off when you break their family apart.
Maybe you're right. Maybe AJ should be with Clem. All I know is that he's better than he was when he got here.
No thanks to you or David.
I stand by what I said.
If David's taken such good care of him, why did he tell me to ask you where AJ is?
That's what this is about, then. You want to know where the boy is?
Yeah?
No, not at all.
I wish I had slapped him when I had the chance.
He wouldn't have reacted.
And?
It would have been quite as satisfying as a result. Still satisfying,
What do
but
you
not
want?
as satisfying as it could be.
I just want to die. I want you to inject this into me.
Why don't you do it yourself?
I can't. I'm a fucking coward. When your brother found me, he got me to care about everything I'd given up on. My life, other people, even this goddamn place.
That's a very large warning.
Without
Just
him
saying.
around.
I think it's the
That's
same.
not necessary.
I mean, they reused the asset, obviously.
I don't
I
wanna
like to
care
think
anymore.
canonically it's literally the same one.
Just tell me where he is!
Then you won't have any reason to do it.
Like, I have to do it, right? Or else he won't tell me?
Do you really want to know?
Sure.
If you don't inject it into him, he'll tell you at the end of the season because he'll survive.
Javi,
The
I have
last
to
time
know.
I killed him.
Yeah,
I've
the
been
last time
looking
you
for too
definitely
long.
injected him with it.
I can't lose him now. Not when I'm this close.
I kind of want to see how it plays out. I know Clem's gonna be bad. I'm sorry, Clem.
I'm sorry, Clem, we can't do this.
No, I have to. If you won't, I will.
Clem,
I
stop.
believe
He's
the
not
scene
in his right
occurs,
mind. You can't do this.
Like right before the haircut
Let
scene
go
at
of
the
me.
very end.
I'm taking the deal.
We'll find AJ, just not this way.
There
Because you
is
basically
no other
get
way.
scenes with anybody that can
Where is-
potentially survive. So there's one with Lingard, there's
You
one with
can
Conrad.
consider the deal. Oh,
No! Javi! How could you?
Sorry,
so
Clem.
be it. It's your funeral. Especially now that Joan's rounding up all.
Yeah, it's kind of
the
interesting that like you can
traitors.
screw Clementine over
better
at two separate instances,
hope
but
she
she still
doesn't
trusts you, and
die.
it ends up sparing the lives of both of those people.
Hang in there,
potentially.
Oh, hey. Hi, Clementine.
Surprised to see you here.
Yeah, right back at you.
You all good?
Yeah, we're all set.
Let's roll.
Yeah, we just killed Lingard. It's fine.
Didn't kill.
I know.
Good to see you.
But I'm just picturing that. I'm like, yeah, we just murdered somebody.
Right?
He asked us to, but still.
Don't worry about
Javi, you're back. And Clementine.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Just surprised to see you is all. Oh, hell. You okay?
Yeah,
I got a little
it looks worse than it is. Don't worry
Just
about
a
it.
little.
Kate's lying down in the other room.
Canonically, he's more mad about the jersey than he is the actual stat.
So you got the guns, huh?
We got him all right. One for you, and one for you.
I'd love to see him just be like, one for
Save
you, and
this
then
one
pull
for
out
you.
and accidentally shoot himself.
No, I've already got one.
Because he grabs them in such a weird way. He, like, grabs them by, like, the...
Not in a safe
Yeah.
way.
Actually, it wouldn't.
Like, I
hurt
think he
to have
grabs one by
another.
the stalk and, like, pulls it out with the actual
Thanks.
end of it rather than the butt of it facing his head.
What took you so
It's
long?
like, could you do that
Can't wait to see
any
Dr.
way
Lingard.
that's more dangerous,
At night?
please?
I'm kind of surprised he was sober.
He was not.
It's gotta be a stressful job. Looking after an entire community?
He was definitely not 100% there. That's for sure.
Sounds about right.
Why don't you go talk to Kate, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's a conversation to
The
look
sun
forward
will be
to.
rising in a few
I feel like
hours.
that could also
Jones
be a
people know
conversation
we're
she could
holed
have
up
with a
here,
medical
and they're gonna come looking for us.
professional in the building.
All of us.
True.
Fuck's sake.
Maybe it's not as bad as we
But
think.
we've been, like, neglecting
There's
Eleanor
no
so
going
much
anywhere
because
with
she
those
just
things
keeps
blocking our
disappearing from
exit.
scenes for one
They
reason
like
or
me,
another.
that has to help somehow.
Just because they like you doesn't mean they're gonna like the rest of us.
We're sitting ducks up here.
We can't just wait around here to get shot, that's for damn sure.
We've still got time to get in front of this before Joan can do anything.
Yeah!
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna sit around and wait for her to find us.
I'm liking the cut of your jib, Javi.
What?
We can't just cut and run. Not with the herd out there. Like it or not, we're fucking stuck in Richmond. Now how the fuck
in
are we
fuck.
gonna put the brakes on this thing?
Joan and her people are going to be at the square, right? We need to bring the fight to them.
We go after
Hashtag
Joan,
there's a kink
our
for
problems
that.
are solved.
Great. So, how do we do that?
It's a good question. Joan will probably have a full security detail with her. She'll be insulated from us and from anybody in Richmond who doesn't agree with what she's doing.
We move in fast. Guns
Kill 'em
blazing,
dead.
we take her out. Couple of bullets, problem solved.
After we take Joan out, we're gonna need some way out of this mess. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm not much of a runner.
We've got a truck, a big one, that we used to use for walker defense. It's a little busted up, but it's way better than nothing.
People are gonna be patrolling these streets looking for us. How far away is this truck?
I'll show you. We've been expanding, pushing out further, making the safe zone even bigger. Can't promise you they've cleared all the walkers yet, but that's where the truck's parked.
I could spit and hit it.
We steal that thing, nothing will be able to stop
Well,
us.
please don't.
Steal what?
Hey,
The truck.
Jesus, Javi, is that blood on your shirt?
Nah,
you
it's
said it wasn't
ketchup.
that bad.
It is.
A little bit.
I kept telling them I
How
don't
did
need
this
any ketchup
happen?
with my order, but they gave it to me
You're
anyway.
bleeding right through that bandage. You should have told me as soon as you got in.
things went a little sideways at the end. Gabe got in the way. A guard came after me and
Wait.
stabbed me in the shoulder.
I said I
thought
got
you guys
myself
were gonna
stabbed.
be careful out there.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was gonna warn you about that,
don't
but I
worry
didn't
about
have enough time to read all the options.
what
I was
it
gonna
is.
say at some point, there's
Thought
one
you
where
knew what
like
you were doing.
literally the only
You're
way
still
to
alive,
not blame
aren't you?
Gabe is to be
Eleanor,
silent on it.
can you take a look at
Probably
this?
it, because
As long as he keeps it clean, it should be okay.
Would you guys stop making such a big deal about it?
But it's
It
fine
happened.
because Gabe gets
It's over.
pissy at you
Move on
anyway.
already.
I'm just trying to make sure he's okay, Gabe.
What we need to be talking about is the plan.
he's right.
Oh, I have a bunch of ideas. I want to be the one to go after Dad. Just give me a gun and I'll do whatever. I know the town. I know what Dad's gonna be thinking.
I can just see
It's
him
not a
like
bad place
spinning
to
at
start.
the the
It's
part where
good
the
you
trigger
wanna
is
help.
and just be like, how do I
We've gotta
use
talk it
this?
through before we settle on anything.
Just as long as I get to come along.
Not that I don't appreciate the can-do attitude, but I don't know if you're invited, little man.
I think I agree with Tripp.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Oh, this
I'm
is
not
bullshit.
staying behind.
Gabe, take a breath.
He's my dad. I'm going.
It's going to be
my dad.
dangerous out there. And I don't want anyone else getting hurt.
I don't want anyone else getting hurt.
If we get to save Dad, then getting hurt is worth it. It's worth dying for.
It's worth dying for.
This is more important to me than anyone else. I've got a gun, and I know how to use it.
Could you do me
Do
a
you,
favor
though?
and stop showing off for everybody?
I feel
You're
like it's
tough,
less I've
okay?
got a gun
You can
and I know
handle
how to
a
use
lot of
it,
shit.
and more I've got a
You don't
gun
have
and
to
I
prove it
refuse
all
to
the
take my
goddamn time.
medication.
Nobody here is gonna let you be a martyr, Gabe. Your life is precious.
Life is precious.
Life is precious? Then how come you shot Conrad, huh?
Oh.
Back
Yeah.
in the tunnel, when he came after us. He tried to bargain
Like I
with
said,
us.
I think that comes
I
up
saved your
regardless
life
of
too,
like,
in
even if
case
you
you didn't
don't
remember
make
that
Gabe
part.
angry.
So what? You shot him. You killed him.
What the fuck, Javi? Is she telling the truth? You murdered my friend? What the fuck did you do that for?
He had a gun on him. If I hadn't killed him, he was gonna shoot Clementine and Gabe.
He's telling the truth. When Conrad found out that I used to run with New Frontier, he went crazy. He would have pulled the trigger, no question.
I guess we'll never know, right? Because he's not here to tell his side of things. You made sure of that. Looks like you're a pretty fucking dangerous person to be around, Javi. First you
yeah.
kill my friend, then you get me and my friends on Jones' shit list?
I think you need to give us some space, Javi.
Fuck that. I don't want to see you ever again. Well, maybe I'd be better off with Joan. At least I know she wants to stab me in the back. You get the fuck out and you stay gone, or I can't be held accountable. You feel me? We can take care of ourselves.
Okay. I'm leaving. I wouldn't want to be around me right now either. We better go get that truck.
I'll, get my stuff. Then call you on the walkie when I see things getting started in the square.
I mean, really, like, Trip and Eleanor, this is their decision, and whenever they wind up in that square, that's on them. Like,
Yeah. The thing is, even if they are, like, sided with you or if Conrad's still alive, they end up in that square regardless. So.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the thing I don't like about them getting mad, is, like, they basically just brush that whole thing off afterwards. So it just kind of acts like it's never written, like it just gets retconned out, basically. But for the record, if Conrad is alive, he'll basically say, like, he wants to make his own decision and try to leave, but then because of the hurt, he's not able to, so he'll show up later.
Clem, you come with me to get the truck. Gabe and Kate, you guys hang back here. Be ready for anything.
Mostly zombies. And
Yeah.
guards. Those are
I see what's going on.
I'd be more worried about the
Punching me?
zombies than the
'Cause I
guards
told
with how bad the
everyone
guards
what you
have
did,
been.
right? Screw that. I'm going to get the truck. You stay behind and keep watch.
You proved your fucking point already, Gabe. Now it's time to grow up and help us.
Hey, Gabe. Come on. I need you to watch my back on this one.
Yeah. Okay. I guess somebody needs to be a lookout.
fucking ass. Bonk punk. Horny jail.
What?
Nothing. Gabe and I will be fine back here.
You're very clever, Kate. You're doing a great job with that poker face.
Look at that lovely fence right there. I totally trust it with my life. Turn off the light. Turn off the light. Turn off the light.
Gotta be careful. Any more muertos pushing, those boards won't hold up.
Should we do something about the muertos? No.
Nah.
Hello? I've done that like 4 times.
I think it was registering
Moves
because
too
you were still
slow for an
walking.
escape.
Yeah, I was just
It's
walking
just, it like,
past
sometimes it picks weird positions to send you to.
Yeah.
Like with the winch where it like put you away from the winch and then you start walking back to it.
Guess they'll be using that for construction once they've cleared this area.
To be fair, there's been a few times, and I think it was mostly in season 1, right? Where like the in definitive edition specifically, where it was like being really weird with certain things.
like that. I don't know.
Like
Well,
that one part where, like, if Lee jumps off the train, like, his arm would just go back for whatever reason. Like, just weird things like that only happen in Definitive Edition.
The other thing, too, is that, so, like,
There
all
it is.
last season,
Let's go.
I was using the shift to move faster because it was like, yeah, this is an option. You can hit shift and make it move faster. But the problem is that it said that I could do the same thing here, but it has not worked once. It will not let me walk faster with shift.
Oh well.
What are the chances?
This
I'd
is
say
not
about
great.
50-50.
Smart ass.
They say how long it's gonna take for them to finish up here.
Down, down, down.
People keep getting pushed onto other blocks. Oh yeah, this graveyard shift is killing me.
The fuck are you guys doing?
Early risers.
This is not the
Come on,
first time
we
they've
gotta
done
hurry and
that
finish before
either,
more people
where it was
wake up.
like,
What are we
oh,
gonna
the two
do?
of us will stay behind and y'all go on ahead.
We can't start the engine.
And then they just,
Not
like,
without
show up
attracting a lot of
anyway.
attention.
Put it in
Kate,
neutral.
you steer. The rest of us are gonna get behind the truck and push. See if we can't get some distance between us and them.
And they're not gonna, like, see out of the corner of their eye a giant vehicle moving?
Nope.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty bad,
Ready?
so.
Ready.
Ready.
They're genuinely, like, just the worst. Also, like, even with this being in neutral, I am not entirely certain that they'd be able to push this car. Even with it in neutral, even with all three of them. Also, didn't
It would be
we
making a lot of
leave the
noise.
garage door half shut? Because
I guess not.
everybody definitely ducked under that door to go in.
Imagine
Turns
the
out
rest
you
of the
needed
rest
me
of the
after
way.
all,
It's
huh?
fine.
I'm just saying. I know you didn't want me to come along.
Just push the damn truck. All right?
What do you think I'm doing?
I'm doing all the work. You're the one trying to have a conversation here. That's more like it.
Also, they'll
Don't think those guys will be able to hear the engine all the way over
Yeah,
here.
like, it's not
I put
on
it in
in
neutral.
terms of, like, revving
Couldn't
the
find
engine
an
or
ignition
anything, but
key in
that's
there.
still gonna make some noise.
Guess you'll have to hotwire it.
Yeah, because I definitely know how to do that.
Try not to shock yourself.
Or do it, because it would be funny.
I'll need something to strip the wires.
They left all their supplies lying around. Bet there'll be some tools out there somewhere.
Just try to hurry, okay?
Oh, well, hey. Look at what I found. Look at
And
what
they,
I
whenever they
found.
said they just, like, left them lying around, they were not kidding.
Yep. Something to strip the wires. Oh. Nice. Got it. And now I have a hammer.
Almost there. Keep an
You got
eye
the
out while I
Megaton
get it
hammer.
started, okay?
I'll check on the guys in the office.
Clem and I will look out for walkers.
Okay. Here goes.
Also, Kate is like really chill for still having a ruptured spleen.
Yeah.
Wire cutter should help with this. Gotta connect the battery to the ignition.
I think you have to strip all three before it lets you do anything.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what that. I guess I just twist those two together
Yeah.
and these two.
I honestly don't think it matters. I don't think you can
Let there be
fail
light.
or quote.
Zombies.
Ooh, pretty.
Alright, quickly down. Hopefully I wasn't supposed to do that in any kind of order.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. We should just have, like, everyone get
Don't get
in the
electrocuted.
car.
Don't get electrocuted.
Javi, hurry up.
That would have been hilarious if the guards didn't even notice, like, all of that happening.
I was gonna say, that's the thing too. They're like, ha, they left the gates open. Actually, this was your weak ass fence.
The square is a couple of blocks away. This is a good place to wait.
Do we have enough gas?
I'm not about to turn the engine off again.
That's right.
What now?
We wait for Ava to call us on the walkie.
So, nothing for
And
us
now
to
it's
do
time for
but
everyone's favorite
sit
scene.
and watch the sun come up.
I would like to perish.
Well, I know we've got something
You get to
important to
decide whether you want
I'm
to
teaching you to play euchre.
elope
It's
with
not a real
Kate,
thing.
who's been hinting
It's a
that she
card
wanted to
game.
elope since
Come
the
on, it's
fucking
fun.
flashbacks.
It's nice to be driving around with a couple kids in the back seat again.
My feelings were hurt.
Really takes you back, doesn't it? Just you and me.
Really takes you back
Babe,
to like 3 days ago, doesn't it?
Mari.
Right?
It hurts too much to think about. Even now.
Which makes it sound
It's
like
like
it's
I
been years.
can't get Mari out of my head sometimes. Her voice, how smart she was, how kind.
I understand.
Gotcha.
Oh, come on. That's not even a good rule.
Still gotcha.
Guess he stopped playing it cool with her. In case
Wait, he was
you
playing it
haven't
cool
noticed,
before?
Gabe's got a little crush on Clementine. He
If that's
likes
Gabe's
her.
version of cool, I don't
You
even
get
want
it?
to know what he looks like when he's
Kind of
dorky.
amazing, isn't it? That in the middle of all this, they find time to flirt with each other.
Guess it just goes to show. You stick two people together, something's going to happen between them.
No, it's really not.
I'm just glad it's the good kind of something this time around. It's so normal, you know?
It's really not.
Like, as crazy as things get, as terrible and tragic and just plain stupid,
Please stop your train of thought.
there's nothing more wonderfully ordinary as two kids falling for each other.
Yeah, the kids.
Not that they're there yet. But to feel
Yeah, she's
something
not
that
being subtle
intensely
at
for
all.
another person.
When I was his age and I liked a girl, I was a fucking wreck. Sweaty palms and stomach aches.
Boners behind math books.
Mom spaghetti.
We knew. Every time, we knew.
See? Hell on earth.
It's unfair, that's all I'm saying. That they're feeling what they're feeling right now, and when that sun gets a little higher, it's right back to the fight. I just wish he could have had a childhood, you know?
Sure.
I wish I could have given them that. Him and Mari, both.
All the wishing in the world isn't gonna change what the world is now. Nobody gets to be a kid anymore. Hell, you're lucky if you get to grow up.
You're right. I know you're right. I hope you know, Javi, having you there with me, right by my side, all this time,
I love how Javi looks like
that's what
only
made the
a
difference.
third interested in what she's saying.
Right?
He's
You're
like,
so
hey,
sure
I
of
guess.
what you're doing all this for.
Yeah.
You didn't run away. You could have. But you didn't.
I'm just gonna leave it. I don't.
I wonder how that
I know
scene
you
plays
have
out
your
if you're just
reasons.
quiet the
You don't
entire
have to
time.
share.
Right?
There's no graceful way to say this, so
You just
I'm
stare at
gonna
her,
say
but
it.
not like longingly, like creepily.
I know
Absolutely.
we've had
That'd actually
moments,
be really funny.
you and I,
We have not.
and they're always a little hot
They're not.
and a little confusing,
Definitely.
and maybe some of them haven't meant anything at all.
Most certainly.
Before whatever
Probably
happens
still
tomorrow
only like half
happens,
interested in what's going on.
I need you to know,
Nope.
whatever this thing is between us,
I can't.
I could
I wanna
literally
give it
see
a
football
chance.
scores flashing through his
and I
eyes
know the
as she
fact
was
that
talking.
David is back in our lives now makes this whole thing a little more complicated. But do you feel the same way? I'd really like to know before things get crazy.
Alright, my dear.
I'm sorry, Kate.
Oh, God.
I just can't see it between us.
So, all those times you said stuff.
I did
I
not
was just
say it
imagining
literally every time. Every
years
time
together
you tried to make
on the road. The looks, the hints of
I
something more.
literally every time I have
David's
been
not
able
just
to
some guy in
shut
our
you
lives.
down. Literally
brother.
every single time I've shut you down. You cannot
see
say
him being
you
okay
cannot
with
say
this.
shit.
Ever. I can't do that to him.
What the hell?
Also, I feel like there should be a third option of like,
do feel something.
could we wait
doesn't matter,
until
Kate.
like we're not around
It can't
David
go
at the
anywhere.
very least, where he's not in like somewhat
a part of me
proximity
always knew you
slash
didn't feel
vicinity.
the same way. God knows I pushed you a couple times, but you always said no.
Yeah, I did.
I guess I have to finally listen.
Javi, it's an execution over here. She's planning to hang David in front of the whole
Ava,
crowd.
thank God.
You've got
Please
to
save us from this conversation.
Thank
Don't
Jesus.
bring the truck. If they see it, they'll kill him right away. If you can just get into the square.
Shit. We gotta get over there. Now.
Alright, let's go. Sorry, bud. This was not the time to do this.
It really wasn't.
Like,
I feel like she was just going under the pretense of like, I may not
Keep
make
the
it
walkie
tomorrow,
close by.
so I just need to say it now.
We'll tell you as soon as we've got David.
I guess.
Then you can
I mean,
drive into the
admittedly, she
square
did
and pick
just
us up.
die, and this is the first time she's been, like, close to alone with...
It's probably better that you stay here, considering you,
You know what I
won't
mean?
say a single word to me.
Oh, I'll say a word to you, all right.
Why are you mad at me?
Pretty sure you're not gonna like it.
Just stay out of sight. We'll be in touch as soon as we can.
I do love the irony in this of like she constantly
Nothing else
accuses
from Ava?
Gabe of being like
Nope.
too emotional
And it
slash
sounds like a crowd
hormonal,
out there.
and now she's
Sounded
doing
like
the
Ava got
exact
cut
same
off by
thing.
something.
The difference is like it's a little bit more passable with Gabe because as much as we give him shit, like he is going through
Wish we had
puberty,
some idea
and
what
she's
we're
a
getting
grown ass
into.
adult.
Right?
Like, is the whole plan shot? Or did she just have a little setback?
I'm getting a little worried about Ava. Something must have gone wrong. Something must have happened.
The eyebrows.
We're not gonna know what went wrong until we actually do this thing. So, let's do it already.
You ready?
Got the super
Ready as I'm gonna be.
right there.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Time to go watch the hanging. There's that shitty statue again.
Right?
I didn't want to be. The people of Richmond deserve to be safe. David Garcia.
Dude, he's the dude that he let go
Shit.
is right
Can't wait for
there.
the others,
I know.
can we?
For years now, Richmond
somehow
has been
doesn't
governed
notice
by
it.
one simple
Nobody
principle.
He hasn't even like changed outfits or
Strong
anything.
council,
Right?
strong community.
Got the bat and everything.
But, unfortunately, the
She's looking
actions
right
of
at
one
him,
of the members
Jonas.
of that council
I mean, she
Our
does notice him
security
specifically. I think
expert,
she's intentionally
David
like waiting to call
Garcia,
him out.
have put us all
She's
in
lying
danger.
to all of you.
I'm sorry to have to show you this. Truly, I am. But you all need to see. Just look what he's done. He murdered these men in
How did you go back and
I
kill out all
saw
the, like,
him
clean out all
murder
those
Lonnie
walkers?
with my own eyes. Some of the best men
Also,
I
how
ever
did they not
knew, cut down in their prime. Is
they
this
still
who
go
we
after
want
recently
in
dead
charge?
bodies.
Someone this reckless, this cruel.
And I think at
Not
most you can
if I have
have like
anything
4
to do
people in
with
there,
it.
and at least it's 2.
Can't believe this is
Badger's in there no
happening.
matter what, and Lonnie is in there.
She's
no
gonna
matter
kill
what.
him.
But Max and Lingard.
She
are
can't do this to him.
Try to keep your cool. Joan's smart, but we're smarter.
Are
We
you
just
sure
have to be
about that?
careful.
We can't screw this up, Javi.
Javier! I'd heard you were planning to crash our little party. Why did you come on up here?
Yeah, I brought a
Show
baseball
your
bat.
face
I
to
thought I
everyone.
could take on literally the entire
I'm sure
crowd
these people
and
would
you
like to hear what you
with
have to
just
say.
that.
Happy to. Been waiting for this all day.
Then I'll try not to disappoint you. I had a very interesting conversation with your friend Eleanor last night. Isn't that right, Eleanor?
We did.
She said you were coming here today to take me out.
She sounds a lot more
And
sad about it
don't-
if the
Don't
previous
know how you
conversation
thought
with
you
her
were going to
went
pull it off.
better, which is namely
And
if
that's
Conrad's
exactly
alive.
what I'm planning to do.
Appreciate the honesty, which makes this so much harder. Here in Richmond, people who put themselves before the group don't last long. Bring them out.
Get away from me.
You're making
I still
a
find it hard to
mistake.
believe she would have betrayed Trip.
no.
Like Javier,
Dad,
yeah, I
this
could
is
see
fine.
that, but Trip,
David wanted to tear this whole place down.
like the only thing they
He
didn't
told
see
his
eye to
people
eye
where
was
to
their
find our
relationship,
gun
but it
supply,
wasn't like
and
so
sure
much that
enough,
she would literally
they picked us
give
clean.
him up to be executed.
You really thought you could ride into town and stage a coup? With our own damn weapons? Something like that?
So do you remember the trick with the
I can't
choosing
just
who
let
lives?
it go.
Doesn't Ava die regardless?
No,
Put me
it
in
is
a
whoever you
no-win
pick,
situation
because they
here.
tell you pick
So
who
I'm
to
gonna
live.
do the same thing
Whoever
to
you
you.
pick is actually the
Both
person
of
that
them
dies.
deserve to die for their crimes. However, Javi,
So I believe last time
I'll let you
picked
spare one of them. Just
Ava
one.
to live.
No!
Hell no! I think.
Don't! Not after what they tried
That
to
is up
do.
to you.
You may be guilty of bringing them into this.
Because if Ava lives,
but
then you
they
get to see how the
chose
scene
to go
plays out
along with
differently.
it.
But if you let
you're gonna
Trip live,
punish
then you get
anyone,
to hear the line
it should
shit
be
my
me,
nuts, which
not
is
them.
always a plus.
So ready to sacrifice yourself for others.
Bam.
Don't worry, Javi. I'm not through with you yet.
I love Ava.
Jonah, you
I like
sure
them
about
both,
this?
honestly.
We never
I
agreed
really
to
like
killing all
both
these
characters.
people.
It's really up to Javi, isn't it? All eyes are on you. Maybe this will help you make up your
I
mind.
just have it.
Boys? Come on, Javi.
Yep, let's
Who's
start
it gonna
with
be?
Schultz.
Your friend or your brother's lieutenant?
Oh, come on! This is fucking stupid.
You can't be serious. God damn you, Joan.
Sorry.
Trip
Ava.
has to
I mean,
live. He's invaluable.
Not sorry,
Son of a bitch.
Ava.
Javi, what the fuck is wrong
I
with
mean, you killed Trip, right?
You're not
'Cause you
making
said Trip should
David
live?
happy,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
but
Trip's
I
gonna die.
respect
Yeah.
you for sticking up for your own people.
Like,
Shoot it.
Sorry, not
Wait!
sorry.
I said
sort of.
Trip should live!
You did, but there's something else you need to understand.
I'm a
Betrayal.
fucking psycho.
You can't do this!
I also
Fucking
wanted to
figures.
Is that Eleanor?
I can do anything I want. You brought this on yourself.
Because
See,
despite
Eleanor,
Eleanor
that's
being
what
a
happens when
betrayer,
you're
she actually
fucking
can't
snitch.
die. Eleanor's like one of 3 characters that can't die in the season. Along with Javier and I think one other person.
Oh my god.
Other kind.
They really
Yeah,
shot him.
Valentine.
God damn it.
Now, David, it's your turn.
I like how some people were gasping and there was one guy in the back like, yeah!
I can't believe this. This isn't how we do things. This is madness.
Stop her, Clint! Is this the process you trusted?
No! Think about this, Javi. You know what's gonna happen here. You ready for that?
We don't murder in Richmond. We exile. That's how we've always done things. How about you take David and the rest of your people and just get the hell out? Go far away from Richmond, and then whatever you do is up to you.
I'm sure the herd outside would like that.
See, even though like he was passively letting things happen, he definitely seems way more
Everybody put
reasonable
your
than
guns
the other
away.
3 leaders.
We're gonna handle this peacefully.
Don't listen to them, Javi! They're fucking butchers! All of them! Shoot that bitch! Take her out!
With
She
what?
deserves
I gotta-
it.
You do have a gun on you.
Oh.
If you don't do it, I fucking will! Let me out of here!
If
I'll
I
tear her apart!
shoot Joan, doesn't somebody else die and not Joan?
No. If you take Clint's deal, Clint dies. Because David kills him.
Go to hell, Joan!
Plus, it's pretty satisfying. to do
God!
that. So basically, who lives and dies on the Joan versus accepting the deal is...
God.
Yeah, I know. Like, in this case, Clint survives, or, like, has an unknown status. And then the other one, Joan, gets away, and so she has the unknown status, and Clint dies.
Yeah, because last time I tried to take the deal.
Because the deal is a more reasonable offer, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ava.
Sorry, dude.
You son of a bitch! Get back here!
Bro.
Gabe, I need you to cover me. We gotta make things right.
We already killed Joan, though. Like, why would we go after Clint? He very clearly didn't want that to happen.
Sure, why not?
He needs you, not me. Go on.
Thanks.
If he had gotten shot and died, that would have been hilarious. Your dad needs you. Go. Thanks, Javier. Boom. You are dead.
Shit! I gotta help her.
Dude, I got stellar aim. Like, Javi has got
Get
killer
way out
aim.
of this, Javi. Why did you have to go and shoot her? Shit, get down!
I hear gunfire. What the hell is going on over there? Are you guys okay?
Stay away from the square. It's too risky. We'll come to you.
I can't hear you. It's too loud.
Come to the square, okay.
Titans, whatever you do not separate what the Titans here. Titans, separate.
Thankfully, I don't need it.
Not in this specific instance.
Whack. Well,
It's Kate. She's coming for us.
She's coming to help. Kate, please help by running us over. So that quick time you just did right there, if you fail that and Conrad's alive, he'll push you out of the way, but he gets killed by the vehicle running
God.
over.
Javi, you've got to get over there before.
Not your not love interest.
oh,
Jake!
no.
I do the Xenoblade screen Fiora, but I can't. That dude. Oh! What do I do that? When we could end the chapter.
Oh yeah, we gotta end the chapter real quick. Alright, did you promise that you would help Kate with the family if David left? 91% of players promised that you'd help Kate. I mean, it's just, it's... I don't
Like,
know.
there's no reason specifically at that point to piss him off. There's
That's
nothing
a-
to gain by doing that.
It doesn't
so.
change anything either,
Yeah, it
right?
doesn't change
Like,
anything
it
either.
doesn't do
So there's
anything.
really nothing to gain by doing that.
46% of players refused to kill Lingard, 52% assisted in the suicide, and 1.3% of players let Clementine decide. How do you let Clementine
I
decide?
think you let time run out, maybe.
Oh.
And if that happens, I'm pretty sure Clementine injects him, and then he says, AJ's at McCarroll Ranch, and then he dies.
78% said yes. What is wrong with them? Ugh.
Maybe they wanted Javier to be happy, I don't know.
I don't
But, like,
know.
he probably wouldn't
Would
be
he have been
okay.
happy? She just died.
I
Or
mean,
just-
except that she didn't, but, you know.
Just appeared to have died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you wouldn't have known that prior. Like, if this was
Yeah.
your first time playing, you would have known that was going to happen.
Yeah. Who did you try to save at the execution? 41% of players tried to save
Really?
Trip.
More people tried to save Ava? I find that surprising just because you've been with Trip longer.
Yeah,
Is usually if you're with somebody longer, and, like, Trip hasn't done anything, I would say, that's... Like, whenever he's mad at you, it's usually for a pretty good reason.
I mean, yeah, it's valid.
And he's also
lost,
a lot more understandable than most people are.
And in the last 4 days, he's lost everyone that he loves
And his community.
cares about.
Yeah.
So I feel that. That's valid. That's
Yeah.
valid that he's mad. 56% of players shot
Joan.
I'm having a stroke.
Yep.
Shot Joan.
And again, it's satisfying to do that.
It is
Even
very
though, like,
satisfying.
Clint's the more logical, rational, like, choice.
Also, I wanted Clint to live.
That's fair.
Makes me sad.
Because he's the only one... Because, like, David's too hot-headed, Joan's a backstabber and too hot-headed, and Lingard's just a fucking mess.
Right?
He's the only one that's got his head screwed on straight.
Right?
He's just a little too passive, that's all.
Alright, characters that have died. Joan, what an asshole. We didn't kill the doctor, we didn't kill Clint.
I would have liked to see Joan develop a little bit more, maybe.
I sort of understand why she did what she did, but I also feel like so much of the time that she was on screen was either playing a character, you know, like I'm a lovely old grandmother, you know, you can trust me.
Or similar to the scene that you just saw before you killed her.
And turning around and just denying everything that she's doing.
Yeah.
And I always feel like a really good villain is like, aha, yes, here's my master plan, ah ha ha, you know, like, afterwards.
Yeah. And we already kind of talked about Clint, but we would put him in there normally since he doesn't show up for episode 5, but, like, yeah, too passive of a leader to be able to do anything effectively, but I wouldn't say he's evil, per se.
He just wants to be a farmer. He just wants to grow stuff.
I can respect that.
Cook spinach. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm not mad at him. Let me think. The doctor dude is going to show up later.
Yeah.
I said that.
Lingard will be at the end.
Then, Trip was a good man.
I liked him, honestly. I think, all things considered, particularly in the apocalypse and with how much he loses, he acts a lot more... Like, as much as I love Kenny, if you'd put him in that same situation where he lost, like... Because we saw how he acted when he lost his wife and kid, but, like, losing the rest of his community on top of that, like, all in one hit, there's no way he would be as calm and collected as Trip would be.
I mean, the minute that Conrad died, he would have fucking throttled Javier.
Yeah,
like,
he
that would have been
literally
it.
kicked Javier's ass up and down that street.
Like, they wouldn't have even made it to Richmond. That was it. That was the end of it.
Yep. That would have been all she wrote.
Let me think. Who else?
I think that's
Is Eleanor coming back in the next chapter? I don't remember if she shows up.
I don't think she does. I just find the betrayal a little weird. Like, there's nothing that really hints towards the fact that she would do that in a way that would also betray Trip, who hasn't wronged her in any way other than, like, still wanting to be in a relationship, but not, like...
Well, and she's a bit naive, and I can kind of understand if Joan approached her with the, we're just trying to keep, you know, the community safe, but I don't think she would have betrayed Trip. I don't think that she would have, because I mean, that's the thing too, at the very beginning at Prescott, she's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna break you out of here, even though Trip is keeping you in this cell for the safety of the community, but I'm gonna break you out anyways, even though reportedly Clem just literally murdered someone.
Yeah. I think she liked the idea of what the New Frontier was trying to portray rather than what they actually were. Mm-hmm. And she was kind of, like you said, the naivete for one, but then also for the two, like, I don't think she would have hung David in the streets. I think she would have done what Clint tried to do and just said, like, just take your group and get out of here. Like, we're exiling you, but that's better than hanging you, so...
Well, and I think the thing, too, is that she just kind of fell into this character archetype, which was, ooh, you know, this is the pretty medical lady that, you know, Trip is pining over, you know, and that we wanted to create some conflict so that Kate isn't hypothetically the only romantic interest for Javier. Because at first, she's low-key flirting with Javier.
Yeah.
Like, she's
definitely
low-key flirting.
Is, for sure.
And, you know, like...
I think it would have made her character a little bit better if they mentioned it, like, one or two more times of, like... kind of like how they do with Mark in Season 1, Episode 2, whenever... it's what ultimately gets him killed, but he's like, look at how great this farm is, how great this place is. Mm-hmm. If she had been more like that, it probably would have made a little bit more sense of like, wow, this community is actually really cool. Like, they've got all this stuff. They've got the ability to actually teach me how to be like a proper medic because they have a proper doctor. Like,
well, and I think
and
too,
that's just not shown.
If they really leaned into the like, yeah, she hasn't really been out in this. and that she would rather be in some place that isn't perfect than out in the midst of
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse. You know, if they really leaned into that and, you know, had more conversations about that, then I think it would have been interesting. I think the other thing, too, thus far about this season is there's not a lot of chances where you can seek people out and speak to them outside of, like, the already given dialogue.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a lot more of that in, like, previous seasons.
There definitely was in season 1 and a little bit in season 2 as well, but definitely not as much here.
But now it's just, like, I mean, and it's a lot faster paced, and I think that is
Yeah.
also kind of, you know,
The
leading
double-edged
into
sword
it.
of that, yeah.
But, I don't know. It's interesting.
I remember you do get chances in season 4, so
Mhm.
for what that's worth.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I mean,
It's
the
not a
end the
lot
world,
of chances, but it's definitely more than there are in this.
And it's not the end of the world. I just think that those would have been really good opportunities to kind of lean into those other elements to kind of
Yeah.
not necessarily foreshadow, but make it more believable when she does betray them like that.
So this is like really mild spoilers for season 4, and it won't affect any decision making, but at the end of each episode, it tells you how you left a character feeling. So it's like, oh, you left this character feeling loved, or you felt this character, like, you left them feeling uneasy. I feel like if you'd had the opportunity for those conversations, you could have, like, stuck those in there. Like, you left Trip feeling like he was your best friend, or you left him feeling uncertain, or whatever you want to put in there.
For sure.
But, again, they wouldn't do that till season 4, so.
Or even you and Trip grew a little closer today. Do you want to give him a kiss?
Wrong series.
Wrong series. Alright. I need to take a quick timeout.
Okay.
So we will stop the stream and we will start back up in a couple minutes.
Yep.
Alright.
Back for episode
See
5.
you soon.